Hey everybody, it's Marcos from FruitFX, and I have a very unique guitar pedal for you today. This is the Melon Cube. It's basically a very harsh digital fuzz, but it sounds really cool in guitar, and it's something that you kind of just have to hear. This pedal is good for guitar, bass, or even synthesizer, and is great for anybody looking for a new type of fuzz sound. The way that this fuzz works is it's a very extreme square wave. Now this borders on synthesizer territory, but when it's used in a guitar context, it sounds completely different. Now let me explain the controls. We have a simple volume control, a gate control, which controls how much guitar signal goes to the square wave chip, a tone control, which just rolls off some of that aggressive high end, the shape control, which controls the frequency of the square wave, and we have a very special juice control, which controls how much power goes to the square wave chip. When it's maxed out, the square wave chip is getting the most power, so the square wave is very strong and almost synth-like. When it's backed off, you're gonna hear a fuzz that's more similar to a fuzz pedal you might be familiar with. My favorite control on this pedal is definitely the shape knob. This is a very interesting frequency filter, and it sweeps all the way from very thick to very thin sounding fuzz. So when the shape control's all the way up, I think it sounds like a really thick, woolly fuzz, but also very digital at the same time. So we can pick the thickness of this fuzz, and by putting it in the middle, you might get something that sounds a bit more like a video game console than an actual fuzz. You can even get some theremin-like sounds if you take the filter and you just put it all the way down. Because of the nature of a pulse width modulator, when you're not playing the guitar, there's no sound. I'm not playing right now, and there are no gates on my guitar signal, so watch when I play. Completely gated. However, if you want to control the noise even more, you can up the gate control on the Melon Cube. This creates a very tight, almost vintage console sounding tone, which is really cool. Now you can get even more tones out of this pedal if we start playing with that juice knob. Weakening that square wave is going to make it sound more like a fuzz that you're familiar with, but with all the parameters of the pulse width modulator. And when that juice knob is all the way down, that square wave chip that's working so hard to square out your guitar signal, it's not working so good anymore. So you're gonna get a very interesting fuzz tone out of that. Now surprisingly, this pedal also sounds good if you just run it DI into something. It just sounds like this massive blown out speaker, which I think sounds really cool. Lastly, one of my favorite things to do with this pedal is combine it with an octaver, making a really thick, low, fuzzy sound that makes the guitar sound massive. So like I said, the Melon Cube is a very unique guitar pedal, but it's one that I think anybody can find an interesting sound out of, and I hope that you find yours. You can get yours at fruitfxpedals.com.